In this episode, have you ever been added to a group chat that you probably shouldn't have been added to? Like the government group chat?
And on the flip side, what's the best game you ever had on your phone? Mike and I give our favorites on Funny Business Power Rankings. Mike, hit the music.
You faithful listeners and watchers out there, it's Mike Gambita, a co-host of the Funny Business Podcast. And alongside with me is my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers, another co-host of the Funny Business Podcast, the longest running co-hosts of the Funny Business Podcast. Damn straight. Mr. Matthew, how are you? How are things?
We should get a Guinness World Record Award for longest co-host of the Funny Business Podcast.
I was just going to say, we should just get a Guinness, and I'd amen to that.
Yeah, you need Guinness in the draft, though. You can't do Guinness in the can. Bottle's okay.
Apparently, beer talk is like my big thing. They actually make a contraption for Guinness where, like, it gives you a draft almost, but, like, it's like a little canister that you put in, and then, it kind of pours it from the tap. I can't speak today. Pours it from the tap, and it gives you a perfect pour.
I've seen something similar on Amazon where you can just make anything into a draft beer.
Oh?
Yeah. I don't know how legit they are. They're pretty expensive. They're like $200.
Will it beer?
Will it beer? Yeah. Oh, we should make that.
Will it beer?
First one, Jello. Will it beer?
That's Will it blend? That was a YouTube channel back in the day, I think, right?
Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok, guy or girl, I don't know which one. They do Will it button.
Will it button.
Will it button. So he just takes random things and tries to make it into a button.
But I will say kind of like a vote, like I voted button almost.
Yeah, it's like a little tiny one. But okay. I think it's kind of fraudulent because he just like presses it really tight and presses it down and he puts it like a cap on it. So it's not like the actual thing is a button. He's just putting a thing in a button.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm doing great. How are you?
Popping those buttons, Matt. We here at the Funny Business Podcast try to stay out of political trouble because it only causes more problems, more separations with our family, and better yet, we just try to stay out of it. But
yeah, I think we've talked about politics less than 5 times on this show.
We have mentioned presidents, we have mentioned stimulus paychecks, we've mentioned this, we mentioned that. But Matt, this week on the Funny Business Podcast, I think this is the first time we'll actually be covering something in politics. And everybody tunes out. No, just kidding. We had a little oopsie here with the Department of Defense. Matt, I know I tried talking to you about how we would kind of put this into a fun segment after we talk about this scenario.
We are funny business after all.
We are funny business. And I asked, Matt, do you know what I'm talking about? And truthfully so, you said, no, I don't.
Well, to be fair, I thought you were talking about the guy that played the national anthem on the bongos.
Oh.
Did you see that video?
I still need to look up that YouTube video. No.
It's electric. Anyway, moving on.
So what happened was top officials accidentally included a journalist in an encrypted Signal group chat right before launching a military strike on the Houthis in Yemen. The chat reportedly contains sensitive operational details like attack targets, weapons, and timing. Basically, a digital version of let's not keep this a secret at all.
Yeah, one of the biggest oopsies of all time. I guess they just walk into the office the next day and be like, my bad. Like, I'll delete them.
So the Signal group included Mike Waltz, Pete Hegseth, Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Tulsi Gabbard, John Ratcliffe, and more. So the journalist, Jeffrey Goldberg, who is the Atlantic's editor-in-chief, was mistakenly added and got front row seats to basically the pre-strike chatter. Defense Secretary Hegseth allegedly dropped real-time war plans, though now he says nobody was texting war plans.
Oh, no, nobody's texting war plans.
Nobody's texting war plans. Added to a group chat. What do you think Jeff saw? Did they see like a bracket like group chat, like a March Madness bracket group chat? Or?
Yeah, there's an upset 16 seed over 1 on ways to handle nuclear war. Man, I don't know. You think it's just like a blueprint, like a drawing? Someone just made like a stick figure drawing of what's going to, or maybe it's a flip book. A video of a flip book of what's going to happen. I don't know.
So Vance did chime in allegedly with some good old fashioned Europe shade, saying, "I just hate bailing Europe out again." And Hexeth replied, "I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic," with capital letters.
It's an unfortunate circumstance. Probably electric for the guy that got added. Good opportunity to just like chime in something funny and see if they notice. Like just send like a funny GIF or a meme.
Guys, I thought we were doing 11 a.m. instead of 2 p.m.
Yeah.
That would be awful. That actually sounds horrible.
Or it would be funny if he like typed out his own like U.S. Postal Service cannot deliver your package. And just to see response.
No, the toll scam.
Yeah,
copy and paste the toll scam.
Man, they'd all be like, "Shit, I thought we paid that toll."
So they use the Signal. So like a Signal group chat, like Signal is an app. It's not like it's your typical like iMessage or anything like that. Like it is a app. So at some point they've had to have talked to Jeff regarding something outside of it. My thought is, okay, so if this is your method of communicating, shouldn't it be like on something completely different outside of your group of contacts? Like just putting that out there.
Yeah, especially if it's like, it's not just like, hey, who wants to grab a drink after work? It's war plans. It's a little bit confidential. Just a tad. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be some better like cryptic communication we can go on here.
Or have a meeting in person. Like, or I don't know. Like, I don't know how the White House works, or let alone our government, but federal government, I should say. But there's got to be something better to do than just put a group chat together.
Yeah. Also, he should be allowed to stay in the group chat. That should be a rule. He should just be allowed.
Yeah. Moving forward, no one's removed from the group chat. Accidentally forgets that Jeff is in there.
Yeah. It permanently blocks it.
So Matt, I thought, just covering this small story about an accidental group chat. Matt, we are a part of group chats, part of many group chats. And I wanted to come up with other times it would be super awkward if you're accidentally added to a group chat. So little riff, little time to improvise and, add a little creativity to the Funny Business podcast. So Matt, I will give you the floor. I will give you an opportunity to share your first thought into other times it would be super awkward if you're accidentally added to a group chat.
Yeah, so I think right off the bat, the first one I can think of that would be the most awkward is if you were added to the group chat that was made without you on purpose.
Okay.
So there's like the main group chat with everybody, but then they made a side group chat without you, and you got added to the group chat. That would be awkward.
Now that Matt's away from the group, I'm still here.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I don't know what made me think of this. Your ex's new partner's family chat.
Oh, okay. I like
just
that.
Being out of the family, and then it's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, that would be awkward, especially like they're playing like family barbecue, and then you show up. It's like, well,
I was in the group chat.
Yeah, I got you guys invited me. I thought you missed me. Another one is if you're in a relationship and then you get added to the group chat about your fiance planning the proposal.
Future fiance, you mean?
Yes, future fiance, or the opposite, we're planning to break up. It'd be tough.
That would be. Generally speaking, like being in a group text for a friend hangout you're excluded from.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Or like everybody's planning to go to the gym. They exclude you because you can't lift a lot.
That's awful.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know. I think added to a group chat with your coworkers who are shitting on you.
Or HR planning to fire you.
Yep. Oh, man. Can you imagine getting added to like a Teams call or a Teams Slack? What is that called?
Teams call?
Teams call? What
Microsoft
is Slack?
Teams call?
What is Slack?
Slack? You could communicate. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a group chat, yeah.
Yeah, just added to that. Yeah, that'd be tough.
Roommates venting about you in the hot house drama thread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, that's a good one. That's probably happened more often than not.
I believe so.
Yeah. How about the random? Did you ever see, or no, I was gonna say the one. Have you ever seen the trend of people that like text like their top 20 closest like numbered phone number neighbors?
Phone neighbors.
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. But also maybe you're just starting to see someone and person, let's say you went on a first date, you get out of a group chat and your date is just shitting all over you to her friends about how awful the date was.
Sort of aligned with that, your crush's group chat planning how to let you down gently.
Yep. That's a good one. Or talking about how bad the sex was. That'd be unfortunate.
It's almost like a roast session almost. Like that'd be awful.
It is. Yeah. Yep.
Is that Comedy Central, the roast of such and such?
Yeah, they do lots of roasts.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched the roast of Tom Brady. Heard that one was pretty good.
I feel like you see it on TikTok every now and then, like different roasts that occurred, like Justin Bieber, the current president. Like,
you know what I don't understand? How come at roasts they also roast other people?
It's a great question, Matthew.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I think it's just a platform of opportunity. Like if you're up on stage, there's no parameters. Like you just go after anybody. Because at the end of it, the roast with the most, they go up and they roast everybody up on stage. So it probably is just a equal opportunity.
So really, it's just like the host of a party.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's say you get added to group chat with your family and your parents are, help me fill in the blank here.
Your parents are planning to turn your room into a walk-in closet.
Yep, that's when you move out. That's true. Yeah, your parents are just like, I wish he would just move out already. That'd be awkward.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever been added to a group chat that you weren't supposed to be part of?
I don't think so. No, I mean, people have like accidentally texted me things, but not a group chat specifically. No. Have you?
I have.
Was it about you?
It was about me.
Oh, was it good or bad?
It was bad.
Oh, okay.
I was so busy that I saw the notification that I was added. And then, by the time I saw what happened, I was added to a group chat and then I was removed from it. But there was like 3 messages that went through that were specifically talking about me. And then it was removed. And then one of the people from the group chat reached out to me and said, I'm really sorry. We're just a bunch of assholes. You do you. And I was like, I didn't even see it. And let alone, I don't care what you guys think, but thank you.
What year was that?
2016.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Oh, okay.
I think I have context.
Matt's doing the math.
Yeah, I think I have context.
Yeah. No, it was, I could share it because it's not going to be too credulous, but it was during orientation for college that a couple people from my high school were talking shit about me and decided to put a group chat together just talking shit about me. Facebook Messenger.
Oh, that's the worst. Who does group chats on Facebook Messenger?
Tell you, the amount I get invited to now that Facebook groups allow Facebook group messaging groups. Oh,
I've gotten like none. That's because I have no friends, but other than you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Another bad one would be you get added to your friends group chat and they're talking crap about your new significant other.
Oh,
it'd be tough.
That's not good.
Nope, not good. What about like future us problems? You get added to a group chat and everyone's talking crap about how bad your lawn looks.
In the HOA.
Yeah, the HOA group chat.
I just gotta cut his grass.
Yeah, it's like, could you believe he cut at a diagonal? It's supposed to be perpendicular.
What the hell's with that pattern in his front yard?
Or same thing about your grilling skills.
I'm looking forward to grilling again soon as the weather gets warm.
Can't wait.
Do you have an outdoor one now, or you?
So I don't know if I've said we have like a smokeless grill one.
Yes,
that's supposed to be for
I've
inside.
experienced it.
Yeah, it smokes inside now. Like bad. So I'm just gonna put it outside and use it.
It's good.
Yeah, it says for some reason it says you can't use it outside. I don't see why you can't, so I'm going to. Because if it's inside and it's causing the alarms to go off because of the smoke, then I'm gonna put it outside.
Yeah. If you get added to a group chat, Matt, do you ignore it? Do you look at it? What do you do?
Like in general, when I get added to a group chat, or if I know,
like something of a scenario like this, you get added to a group chat. What do you do?
I would look at it. If I don't know the context originally, then I'm going to look to see who's in it, and then I guess depending on the scenario, I'll probably chime in just for some fun.
Throw like a GIF or two.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Be funny.
Yeah, or like we said, send someone to throw them off. The toll text.
Well, yeah. Best of luck out there for everybody who's accidentally added to a group chat.
And if you get added to a group chat with war plans, I would suggest to keep them to yourself.
Keep them to yourself.
I guess. I don't know what the best. They don't teach you that in high school.
No, they don't.
That they don't. That they don't. All right, we're gonna slide on into the second half of the show. The return of Funny Business Power Rankings. So we hinted at this in the middle of last week's episode.
Yes.
When we started talking about phone app games. So we are going through the power ranking of phone app games. Am I saying that correctly? Phone app games or games on your games that you can download on the App Store?
Kind of games?
Yeah, games you can download on the App Store. Mike, I'm going to pull up random number generator.
Okay.
We're doing 5 each, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want the range to be from?
Let's do 1 to 5.
Oh, 1 to 5. Okay. All right. You can pick first.
3.
That's bullshit.
You
4.
You gave me the option to pick first.
I understand. It's so bullshit. I'm going 4.
Okay.
All right. See the screen? It is 1. Son of a bitch. All right. You can go first.
No, I'm so confident. I'm going to defer to.
You're going to defer. You're going to kick off for the second half.
I am.
All right. All right. So I have the first choice. A lot of contenders for number 1 overall, and I am going to go with maybe what I think. Yeah, it's the first pick. I have to pick what I think is the best one. Flappy Bird.
Oh,
Flappy Bird's the best. Nothing better than Flappy Bird. I don't even remember what my all-time high was, but it was pretty up there.
That was in my honorable mention.
Really?
Yep.
Really? I love that game. It was the best.
Mm-hmm. That was us senior year of high school.
Yeah, that's right. When I first got an iPhone was senior year of high school.
I had an iPod that had the game downloaded, and when they deleted it off of the App Store, I still had Flappy Bird. And damn it, I wish I could have sold it on eBay because they were upscaling it to like thousands of dollars for people just to have an iPod with Flappy Bird on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to bring it back.
I did a quick Google search because I actually did descriptions for these games just because mine are a little unique.
Okay.
And when I searched Flappy Bird, you could actually play it online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We should do that for a live stream once. That'd be electric.
All right, my first pick. This is a game that I've put so many hours into, but I've totally enjoyed it. It was ahead of its time, if I'm being completely honest. Jet Car Stunts.
What did you just say?
What is Car Stunts. So, Jet Car Stunts is an award-winning, over-the-top, adrenaline rush 3D driving game with massive jumps, mid-air hoops, floating platforms, spiral roadways, and outlandish maneuvers in impossible environments. The original levels, tight controls, and fast, smooth, addictive gameplay has landed Jet Car Stunts on the many best of 2009 lists.
Wow. Never heard of this.
Yeah. It was like a platform game where you had to navigate the car, and it was a time thing, and it was like a Rocket League car where like there was boost to it. But then like you had to be on walls, and then you had to like boost through, and then it was time. So like maybe you had to drift in some places, but I felt like I was playing level after level after level after level. And that was probably like the one thing I was playing on my iPod.
Yeah, that's good pick. It's a good pick.
Yep.
All right, my second one. I love everything on this list, which is going to make it really tough. So I am going to go with my clear number 2. Probably the game I played the most, Temple Run.
Okay.
I love Temple Run. I think it's actually still available. I still play Temple Run to this day. I may download it and start playing it again because it's such a simple concept. I don't have to explain it. Everybody knows what Temple Run is. Temple Run 2, also very good. Yeah, you could just spend hours playing Temple Run.
I did download Temple Run, and I remember Temple Run 2 was like, oh yeah, this is great, and like get like a really high score. But yeah, just phone games were like just ahead of its time, and like Temple Run was one of the many.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was one of my favorites.
All right, Matt, I'm going all the way back to 2009 again.
Okay.
My second pick, Virtual Villagers 2.
I, again, don't know what this one is.
So this was made from the creators of Fish Tycoon. This is a game that you basically care for and nurture a tribe of little people by teaching them basics of survival. Grow a small village in your iPhone. Your little villagers have food needs, housing needs, technologies to research, and diseases to fight. As the village grows and prospers, the villagers become curious about their mysterious island home and the secrets it holds. The game continues to progress in real time, even when your iPhone is turned off. Basically, what I remember out of this game the most was this was the first time I had like 100% completion rate out of like any game on my iPhone. Like there was the most like prosperous, like you had to grow crops. Like there was too many crops to grow. families were growing so much. There was more kids around running around. Like solved literally everything when it came to this game. But it was quick. Like oddly enough, it was very quick how it all came about.
That seems cool. I feel like that's a game I would like. I don't know how I'd ever heard of it.
Mm-hmm. There was like virtual villagers 1, 2. There's like virtual families that like you were doing in a house. A lot of interesting from Fish Tycoon.
That is interesting. I do like that. Good pick. My third. This is where it gets a little challenging. I am going to go with 8-Ball Pool.
Ooh, like, do you mean like in text messaging?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean the actual like game you could download, 8-Ball Pool.
Okay.
Yep. Playing pool with your buddies is awesome. And do it on your phone against people equally is awesome.
My number 3 pick, 2015.
Oh, I thought that was the name of the game. I was like,
no.
I don't know what that is.
No, I'm just sharing the years. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh, I didn't know that was a phone game.
Yeah, so it is a PvE, PvP strategy turn-based RPG with characters from Mandalorian, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Star Wars The Bad Batch. I put a lot of hours into it, and this is kind of like a dishonorable mention to this too. I probably spent a lot of money in this game because of the virtual currency behind this, the microtransactions. Not proud of it, but there was at one point where I paid for the highest tier of like virtual currency at a price that I don't even want to share on the podcast.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody, if you're a gamer, you have that one game that you spent way too much money on, like in the game, not just to buy the game, but like in the game. Like a Fortnite, for example, you can get lost in the sauce buying all the skins. Maybe like 2K buying the VC virtual currency to upgrade your player. Fighting that right now, that would be the show. I don't want to do it to like buy good cards. Probably gonna. Yeah, it adds to the experience. It adds some fun.
If I knew that Fortnite was coming out a few years later and I was able to play it, I probably would have saved my money to add V-Bucks. And that sounds totally horrible, but
yeah, I can't wait. Little foreshadowing, by the way, for when we game. I'm gonna be really good soon.
You're gonna be really good?
Really good at like all video games on my PlayStation.
Why?
I'll save it for another episode. That's a little.
Did you get the brand new controller?
No, I did not get a brand new controller.
Oh,
no. I got an add-on for my controller.
Get good. Oh, did you get back? Did you get back bumpers?
Nope.
Oh, twitch.tv/funnybusinesspod.
Yeah, I want to say I don't have them yet. I probably will get them in the next few weeks, and I think it's going to help. Okay. People say it helps, so that's a little foreshadowing. Stay tuned.
All right. Thank God.
Yes. All right. I don't know why I said yes. My number 4 pick. This is getting really tough. I know I have a bigger list than you.
Oh, well, the size of the list. It's how you use it.
Listen, my list is girthy. Man, there's so many good ones on here. I am going to go Pokemon Go.
Oh.
On Pokemon Go, nothing better than just walking in public on your phone catching Pokemon. I mean, it's the simplest game of all time.
Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah, it's the best. I mean, I think I told the story once before. I was visiting my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we were at her grandparents' house, and I was I could see there was a good Pokemon around, and I got lost walking, and I was in like the neighbor across the street's front lawn. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Playing Pokemon Go." She's like, "Get out of their lawn." I was like, "Oh, I am in their lawn. All right."
You kids, get out of my lawn.
You could play it anywhere. That was the best part.
I did not get part of that hype.
Really?
Sorry. I understood the hype, but I was not a part of the hype, I should say. My 4th pick. This is a game I check in often on my iPad, actually.
Oh?
2015 Fallout Shelter.
Again, I don't know this one.
Basically, Fallout Shelter puts you in control of a state-of-the-art underground vault from Vault Tech. Build the perfect vault, keep your dwellers happy, and protect them from the dangers of the wasteland. You see this with PC games, and I think there's a couple like console games that's called Fallout. It's a mini version of it. Basically, it is very similar to Virtual Villagers 2. You're kind of making sure you're keeping the tribe on hold. There's food, there's electric, there's water. You can have guns, you can go on adventures. But it's every so often, like I put so much into that game, and just not by money, but by hours, that it self-sustains itself. So that way I don't have to look at it and nobody dies.
That's cool. That's a great game. You can forget about it for a few days and be okay. All right, final pick. This is tough. I'm really between like 4 at this point. But my final pick, I'm going to pick a game that you had to play with friends. You really, I don't think you could do it by yourself. And it made it fun to see if you were smarter than your friends. Trivia Crack.
Trivia Crack.
Trivia Crack was awesome.
I had that as an honorable mention.
Okay. All right. Good. It was just something so simple about like trivia is just fun. Like no matter how old you are, whether you're in school, college, or out of college, like you can just, everybody loves trivia. Even if you're not good at trivia, you have a chance to be good at trivia. It's the best part.
That was definitely like college days of competing with friends that like were on campus, and you'd like talk shit about them, be like, I got you. Like,
we got to bring back Trivia Crack, I think.
There's something more I want to bring back.
That is
quiz with me and get some money.
Ah, yeah.
HQ Trivia.
Yep.
I listed that as an honorable mention, but
okay.
My fifth and final pick of the Funny Business Power Rankings on the best mobile app games. 2009, The Price is Right.
Interesting. That was
a whole
phone app?
It was a whole app dedicated to the TV show The Price is Right. You played Plinko, you played the Yodel on the Mountain, the name of that game officially. All these different games, like you didn't win real money, but the funny part was this was getting around a time when like internet was faster, and that sounds like totally weird, like being a boomer. You were able to look up the prices on the items, and you were able to get it right on the nose, so your high score kept going up. And that's where I feel like I put this at number 5, because I played it a lot, but I definitely cheated in this game a whole lot because I was looking up what the prices were on like the Showcase Showdown and all that, or basically the the final showcase. So you get double and you had achievements and all that. So it's funny.
Yeah, but that adds to the fun of it, because then you can go to your friends, look how high my score was. Yeah. They're like, you cheated. You're like, no, I didn't. Prove it. Yeah. That adds to the fun of it.
Yeah, that was good.
Why don't you go with your honorable mention? So you had Flappy Bird, you had Trivia Crack.
Yep. HQ Trivia was another one.
Yep.
Fruit Ninja.
Okay. I never really got into Fruit Ninja.
Yep. Got into Fruit Ninja. And then the last one, which is like totally classic. I went all the way back to like 2008 when I got my first iPod Touch. The conglomerate of iMilk, iSoda, iWater, iCola, and iBeer.
I have no idea what this is.
Basically what it was a visual sight gag. And what it was it filled your phone up to a beer. And when you tilted it back and put it against your mouth, it looked like you were drinking the liquid, or in that case, you were drinking the beer, the soda, the milk, the water, whatever.
So what's the point of the game?
It wasn't really a game. It was more of a gag app. You said just apps.
I said phone app games.
Okay, phone app games, phone apps,
phone game apps.
So yeah, you basically tilted it, and it looked as though you were drinking from your phone.
Okay, that's fun. That's a fun thing to do when you're in high school.
It's like middle school.
Okay, yeah, same thing. That's That's a 2 years difference. All right, my honorable mention. I have a few. Bike Race. I think I talked about that last week. Great game.
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing better than playing against your buddies and like just beating them the race by like half a second. I have Yahtzee just because I play Yahtzee on my phone, just because it's fun and easy to play. I was not huge into this one. It was fun. Clash of Clans.
Oh, I see those ads all the time.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I also have Angry Birds as an honorable mention.
Oh man,
I have it on my honorable mention. It's a tad overrated, I think. I think a tad.
There we go.
I think it's a tad overrated.
Okay.
I didn't think it. Yeah, I just think it is. I have Dumb Ways to Die on my honorable mention.
Yes.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. It was a great game. Great app. I also have Two Dots. Do you know what Two Dots is?
No.
So it was a game. There was a bunch of dots on your screen, and you had to connect all the dots that were the same color.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, that game rocks.
All you said was connect the dots, and immediately my memory just filled with the game.
Yeah. But the best part is when you had a really long like connection, the sound got really like high pitched. Oh, it was the best. It was awesome. I have one more, and I think this is a game that everybody played because it was like the game. I think we were in college, maybe 2048.
I have 2048 on my Apple TV.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we played it on your Apple TV. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a classic.
Gosh. Good memes.
Nostalgia. Great memes.
There was a lot of like Scribblenauts was another game that like you could get on your iPhone. Do you remember Scribblenauts?
I'd never heard of it.
It was basically like an adventure game where you were able to draw like anything, like a rocket ship or like a sword, and like the character would be able to use it to like beat something up or whatever.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
I like that. Well, there you go. That's our lists. If we missed anything, please let us know on social media at Funny Business Pod, pretty much everywhere. Yeah, that was Funny Business Power Rankings.
I really wish I was able to add games on my phone, but I feel like A, it would distract me more, and B, it would kill my battery so much.
There's also, we talked about this last week, there's just no good phone games anymore. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like the age of phone games has passed us by.
Well, and then they upgraded to like, so for iPhone, for instance, like Apple Arcade. Like there's more investment with like better or more of these like longer games that we used to play on Apple Arcade. And like, you will never let me pay for Apple Arcade. Like it just, no, don't. Sorry. I love Apple, but not that much.
I would much rather still pay for a song than buy Apple Arcade.
Oh, damn. That's gosh.
Oh, man.
It's just so crazy too. Cause we were in the very humble beginnings of like app games and just apps. And gosh, now there's just like one app after I sound so old, one app after the other. And yeah, it's kids today will never know the simplicity of a simple iPhone or, well, not even iPhone, an iPod app.
Yeah, I saw a tweet actually that was kind of going viral, and basically the gist of it was that there's too many apps, and someone tweeted that his buddy got locked out of his lamps because he forgot his password.
Oh.
Like his lamps that he controls from his phone, he couldn't turn on and off because he didn't have his password. That's we have too many apps. You just can't have that.
Too many apps, too many logins. People try and take your information, all that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
and then we have government officials adding random people to group chats about war plans.
Exactly.
Welcome to 2025.
Welcome to 2025. Well, speaking of those apps, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter X, the Twitch, all that good stuff. You can find all at beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. Mr. Matthew.
Yes.
What is your advice for the good people, the coworkers of the funny business world?
Time is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Do your taxes. Tax season is coming up. April 15th. It's the 5th. No, it's the weekend. No, it's not a weekend.
It is.
All right, so then tax day must get moved.
Never mind.
Right?
Tuesday.
Okay. All right, April 15th, just like I said, tax day. Get your taxes done. You don't want the big bad IRS wolf huffing and puffing and blowing down your door because you didn't do your taxes. Get them done. Maybe you'll get a nice little check deposited into your account, which would be cool. If not, it's a good thing. I guess you don't want a big check if you don't have a lot of write-offs, because then that means you're getting paid the correct amount during the year. It's a little fun fact for you.
I had to pay for the very first time doing taxes.
The
streak is over.
Moment of silence.
Yep. All right, I'm done.
That's enough. And then I also like to suggest you can file for extension. Probably one of the dumbest things you can do to delay it 6 months, but that is an option for you.
Amen. Amen, amen, amen. All right, that concludes the episode. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.